Hi folks, my name is Tatiana. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Ethereal Entertainer. Today we're going to be getting into all astrological signs, sun, moon, and rising placements, your tarot cards for the month of November of 2022. We're going to get into what is in store for November. That's the overall question that I've asked. What message the universe has for all of us for your sun, moon, and rising placements. So do keep in mind that we do have different placements. So if you have a Aquarius sun and a Leo moon and a Sagittarius rising, please feel free to shuffle through my videos to get your own personalized 3-card spread so that you can get the most out of this reading. And feel free to ask me any questions down below in the comments about what your cards mean, or maybe what they mean in juxtaposition to each other, because the cards do mean different things when they are next to other cards. So yeah, let's talk tarot. Let's talk metaphysical, let's talk spiritual, whatever you want to call it. I like to just say let's talk tarot. But so we are going to be featuring this beautiful, lovely amethyst geode to just bring some intuitive, calming energies to help with my reading. I do like to have crystals around. I also like to, of course, sage my deck before I use it to ensure that I'm ridding of it any residual energies that may be from any past readings. But this geode is so gorgeous. Look at that. And I am also featuring some bracelets made by yours truly. I have an evil eye on the first bracelet, and then this bracelet here is a matte crackle quartz, which is also a very protective stone known for bringing balance to our yin and yang energies. You can find this on my Etsy shop really soon, so stay on the lookout for that. They are elastic, stretchy, so yeah, take a look at those when you get a chance. Check out my Etsy shop and let's get into it. Hi there, Pisces. So we're going to get into your sun position card to start. This one is a major arcana, and we have the moon card in reverse. So when we think of the moon, we think of nighttime, and this is going to have to do with our shadow selves, or the shadow aspect of ourselves. And that typically involves our ego, our fears, our subconscious, right? And in the flip position like this, it means that we have been dealing with some emotions, some of our inner illusions being released. So this has to do with dealing with our inner selves, or our shadow selves, and those negative feelings and emotions associated subsiding. So you may have been working on yourself in some way, shape, or form, or recently conquered a fear of yours, and you're starting to see the horizon. You're starting to see things starting to brighten up for you, and this is a very liberating feeling. This is a very, you feel the shackles of yourself being taken off, and good on you, honestly. That's really cool. And maybe this has happened already, and this is a transformation that you're already noticing, or this is something that is soon to happen in this month for you, starting in November. Either way, this is a very good thing. And a lot of the time, the thing is with the card, this is the card of illusion. This is a card about where we have our mind made up or set on things being a certain way, when it's not exactly parallel or identical to what reality really is. And that's essentially what our fears are, what our anxieties are. They are illusions. They're us constructing things in our mind of catastrophizing of what the worst thing, or the not best thing could happen to us, and believing it and finding fear in it, resonating in it, and feeling it in every level of our being, that's what it is. It's an illusion. And the moon card in reverse is saying that you have been doing something or are soon to do something to help yourself let go of those illusions. And this may have to do with like maybe some self-work or some self-love, some spirituality that you have been maybe dealing with and getting involved with, and this is the result. It's seeing some good outcomes for you. So good on you. I'm really proud of you, and I really hope that you're excited about this, because the thing is that when we let go of our illusions, we let go of our fears, that's when our potential kicks in. That's when we're able to really do the cool stuff, when we're really able to achieve things that we never thought we could before, because those things are hindrances at the end of the day. They really do stop us from achieving and doing great things. So definitely a really cool card, and I'm really glad to see this, honestly. This is really fantastic. So moving on to the moon placement, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So in the upright position, this has to do with heartbreak. This has to do with disappointment, with, oh my gosh, my feelings are hurt. I can't believe you did me like that. Being stabbed, feeling like you're being stabbed in the back, or maybe you feel like you got stabbed right in front of you, you know? But in the reversal, it means these feelings are subsiding. You're starting to get to a point where you're able to soften and forgive. And part of that is being honest with yourself about how you feel, right? Realizing that you are hurt, realizing that, you may have been crossed and it's just gotten to a point of no return. And that Three of Swords in reverse is indicative that you're recognizing this, and it's allowing you the ability to move on and to forgive and let go of that pain. Because once you recognize it, once you realize it's there, you realize you're hurt, then you can do something about it, right? You can choose to forgive. You can choose to, I'm not going to let this person hurt me again. I'm not going to let this person in my life, or I'm not going to, deal with these people who did me shady on this deal, this business deal, you know what I mean? Or this is that kind of card where you're coming to that realization so that you can protect yourself and have better coping mechanisms and know how to deal with people or individuals or circumstances like that in the future. It's a learning in progress, right? It's a process to learn how to deal with pain and to heal from it, and to not allow ourselves to be hurt in the same way again, right? And the Three of Swords in reverse is a recognition of that aspect. That's where you are right now. And if this doesn't really resonate with you, then it may have to do with you breaking your own heart. And when I say that, I mean that negative dialogue we have within ourselves. This Three of Swords card in reverse may, on the flip side, be indicative of that negative dialogue of us talking to ourselves in a bad way, breaking our own heart, hurting our own feelings. What kind of thoughts have you been having about yourself? Have you been telling yourself things that you wouldn't tell your best friend or your child or your parents or somebody close to you that you love? That Three of Swords card in reverse is saying, yeah, this is not helpful. You're not doing yourself any favors by this. I know it's kind of a conditioned way of thinking, right? That we are supposed to be hard on ourselves. That's what we're supposed to do to make ourselves better. But the thing is, though, is that you can be disciplined. You can be expecting of better and more for yourself without being hurtful. You don't have to be mean to yourself. The thing is that, you don't think anything of it because it's you. Nobody hears your inner dialogue. Nobody hears your thoughts, right? And if you're not saying it out loud, nobody knows. But you still feel those things. And you still act on those thoughts that you have. You still are putting that into your subconscious and you're acting on it. if you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm unattractive, I'm fat, I'm stupid, I'm this, I'm that, then you're going to be navigating in the world with that in the back of your mind, and you're going to have this predispositioned thought or belief that everyone else sees and believes that, even though they don't hear that dialogue, even though you don't say those things about yourself out loud. It may even be in the slick and sly jokes that you make about yourself. Oh yeah, you put yourself at the butt of every joke, and it's funny, and it's, oh, ha ha, he he. But the thing is that you deserve to be kind to yourself. And the Three of Swords in reverse is saying that you might be bullying yourself a little bit, and it's time to let up, because it's not helpful and it's not healthy, and you deserve to be kind to yourself. All right, so moving on to the rising placement for you, Pisces, we have the Hanged One in reverse. So it's like, if the Hanged One is in reverse, isn't he just standing up? I'm sorry, I'm really corny, but the Hanged One is a card having to do with, oh, well, I'm just here, I'm just gonna have to ride it out, you know. But when you're the Hanged One in reverse, you're resisting instead of going with the flow. Instead of just letting it hang and letting it ride, you're trying to resist it, you're trying to push against it. And this card is telling you, that's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. And you have to let it slide. You have to let it go. You have to go with the flow, you know. And it may be, oh, but I have so many things I need to get done, and I have all these deadlines I need to meet, and this, and this. But you can't get it all done sometimes. Sometimes you can't meet all the deadlines. Sometimes every day is not going to be a winner. And that doesn't mean that you lost. That's not what that means at all. It just means that you have to know when to go with the flow and when to be tenacious. And sometimes we're trying to be tenacious and we're trying to be ambitious about things that we can't really do anything about. We can't really push and make happen any faster, any more productive. Like, say, for example, you're trying to get an appointment, you know, and it's like, well, I need this appointment and I have to have it by, you know, a certain time. And they tell you, you know, we only have this availability. We only have this availability. What does it help if you stress yourself about an appointment that you can't change, that you can't do anything about? The only thing you can do is maybe check in and see if they have any availabilities, or wait for them to call you, right? That's the Hanged One in reverse. That's the type of energy. It doesn't have to be necessarily that specific circumstance, but that is the type of energy, the type of thing we're talking about here. So also this could be indicative on, you know, the other hand, where it's you know, that is causing the delay, because you might be stalling. You may be hanging yourself for no reason, and there's no need. You know, maybe you've seen yourself in this Hanged One position, right? But you're not hanging anymore, but you're still there. You're still, you know, acting like you're not hung up anymore. You know what I mean? What are you waiting for? Like, are you not confident in the decision that you want to make and what you choose to do? Is it that you're afraid when you start that you're not going to enjoy it, or that you're not going to make the right decision, or that maybe people won't support you? Or what is it that's going on that's causing for you to want to delay yourself, that's wanting you to stall the way that you are, you know? So that's another thing too. If you don't resonate with that first aspect, it may be this aspect that you may be resonating with about the Hanged One card. And be honest with yourself. You know, the thing is about the cards is that they are going to be very honest. You know, it's gonna be just straight to the point, you know. So it really takes some self-awareness to realize, what is this card really talking about? You know, you have to be self-aware, and you have to be, you know, present and realize and look at your circumstances, look at yourself, look at how you're acting and what you're doing, and realize what it is that you can do to get the outcome that you want. What can you do differently? You know? So I really do hope that this reading was very beneficial and helpful for you, and that this helps you have a very abundant and fantastic November of 2022. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. Please subscribe and hit my notification bell so that you can get these from me on a monthly basis. And if you know your sun, moon, and rising, or if you're willing to find out, it's very easy to. Please feel free to shuffle through my videos and get your own 3-card spread for the month of November for your sun, moon, and rising placements. I am also a very interactive, talkative person, so please feel free to comment. Let me know what you think of this video, if you have any questions about your cards, anything like that, because the cards do mean different things when they're next to other cards. So thank you so much again, and I hope to see you back really soon. Bye!